Today we will talk about astrology. We all know that astrology is a science of prediction, also art of prediction for some, which makes them more familiar than the other astrologers. There are several types of astrology. Here we talk about Hindu astrology based on Vimshottari Dasa system. Astrology is based on birth chart erected for an individual based on his date of birth, time and place of birth. Birth chart or horoscope is a map of the sky at the time of birth put on a chart. Though many scientists don't believe in astrology due to its inconsistency in predictions, yet it survived for thousands of years. Because some predictions became reality, for example, the life of Lord Buddha. So we have to introspect the results for the failures instead of denying the whole subject itself. Hindu astrology has 12 zodiac signs, which represent the basic different natures, and 12 houses representing the different functional aspects of human life. The 9 planets are placed in various 12 houses and signs in a chart. This is fixed for an individual, but the planets in the heaven are ever moving. The placement of moon in a chart indicates the zodiac sign of an individual. Usually, the predictions are based on gochara or transit of planets at the time of questioning. That is based on moon placement in a natal chart. Taking that sign as a reference of first house and observing the placement of other planets at the time of questioning, that is transit of planets by native, will decide the outcome of an event. That is, they can predict that event. Benefic places will confer good fructifications of an event, and malefic places will deny or delay the event or will make long struggle in fulfilling that event. The benefic places are Kendra or Trikona and 11th house from the Lagna or ascendant or first house. The Kendras are first 4, 7, 10 house from the Lagna, and Trikona are 1, 5, 9 house from the first house. The malefic places are 3, 6, 8, 12 house from the Lagna or ascendant. Another feature is based on the Dasa system. There are several Dasa systems, but for Kali Yuga, Vimshottari Dasa system has been presented by the founders of astrological science. Birth chart indicates the events and Dasa systems indicates the timings of an event in one's life. Some astrologers predict based on Dasa system. Some Dasa are good while others are bad, like Dasa of Kendra and Trikona are considered to be auspicious, while Dasa of 6, 8, 12 Lord considered to be malefic. While some astrologers observe both the Gochara and Dasa is good, the result is positive. If any one of these is good, then the result is average. While if both are bad, then the outcome is worst. The drawback of the existing system is Gochara based on moon placement at the time of birth are it generalizes for millions of people around the world. Because millions of people will get same predictions. This makes predictions probably go wrong, which makes some disbelieve in astrological science. Now I found new method, but it's only a little modification of existing method. Others remaining everything same thing, which I call as a unique method of prediction, which is like a DNA of a person. The predictions based on this method differ from person to person. Even if they are same rasi or zodiac sign, in this method we don't give importance to Gochara or transit system at all. You don't even go for the Gochara system, but purely based on the Vimshottari Dasa system. Vimshottari system has 5 divisions of time such as Dasa, Bhukti, Pratyandara and so on. But we will consider only Dasa and Bhukti for most practical purposes. Usually need is foreseen for job, marriage and child prospects. In this method, as each house in a chart, in a birth chart, allotted different functions such as second house for education, fifth house for children, seventh house for marriage, eighth house for longevity, and 10th house for profession, which are to be taken as a corresponding ascendant when predicting it. So, suppose if your native question is marriage prospects, in that chart we have to consider seventh house as Lagna and then see the Dasa and Bhukti Lord and its placement in natal chart, birth chart. If both the Dasa and Bhukti Lords are the Lords of benefic places like Kendra and Trikona and 11th house, Lord placed in a good position such as Kendra, Trikona or 11th house from the 7th house, the marriage can be predicted. As each planet has ownership of 2 houses in a chart, except Sun and Moon. In those cases, we have to divide the duration of Dasa into 2 and allot first half of duration to first lordship and second half of duration to second lordship. For example, for Sagittarius ascendant, the 7th house is Gemini, which is the ascendant for marriage, which has the Saturn as the lordship of both the 8th house and 9th house. So first half duration of Saturn at Dasa, which is 9.5 years, allotted to 8th house, and the remaining 9.5 years allotted to the 9th house. In this case, during the first half of Dasa, duration marriage, in the first half of Dasa duration, marriage is denied due to 8th house placement, which is bad. But if Saturn is placed in one of the malefic houses like 3, 6, 8, 12th house from the Gemini, then the marriage is possible with lots of difficulty because of Viparita Raja Yoga. Sorry. If Saturn is placed in Kendra, Trikona, 11th house from Gemini, then the marriage is possible in second half of the Dasa. as ninth house lord is placed in a good places from Gemini. Because ninth lord is benefic places and placed in good benefic places, means marriage is possible in the second half of the Saturn Dasa. Likewise, we have to see Bhukti Lord also from Gemini to narrow down the marriage time. Same rule applies for Bhukti too. Similarly, same method is applied in predicting childbirth, profession, and so on, taking the corresponding houses as Lagna. If both the Dasa and Bhukti Lords are good houses, or lots of good houses, and placed in good houses from the concerned house, the fruition of the respective event that happens. It also happens with lots of difficulty when there are lots of bad houses placed in bad houses. If only one of these two Dasa or Bhukti is good, the probability reduces to half. But if it is exalted, Mula Trikona or in a friendly house, the probability slightly increases. For fruification of respective events, take the respective house as a first house in a horoscope and note down the Dasa and Bhukti Lord. Observe the status of these both the lords in the chart. The functional benefic and the functional malefic planets should always be separated and placed among themselves without crossing into other sides. That is, Kendra, Trikona, 11th house lords are placed in Kendra, Trikona, and 11th house, or lords of 3, 6, 8, 12 places are placed in the house of 3, 6, 8, 12 houses for fulfillment of an event. In this way, we can increase the probability of prediction very accurately, and it is the DNA. It is like a DNA of a person, and also which enable astrology as a science, and it will make prediction uniform across all astrologers. I hope it will be useful for the astrologers in predicting the exact time of an event. Thank you.